Minute along at 10. Let you know what she's up to in just a moment. Thursday morning around this time, though, our check-in with our movie critic, Victoria Luxford in Stratford-upon-Avon. I bet Victoria Stratford looks just gorgeous, doesn't it, this morning?
Yes, absolutely. It's just looking out my window now, sun shining through, and I can't wait to get down near the river, down near the RSC, where it's always just so lovely when it's sunny.
Victoria here with their film recommendations, what we can be watching this weekend, something at home, something for the whole family, and starting, Victoria, with what's on at the cinema this weekend. What do you got for us?
My best of cinema this week is Renfield in cinemas Friday. It's a horror comedy about Renfield, who is the assistant of Count Dracula and wants to get out of his service. But the problem is Count Dracula, who's played by Nicolas Cage, isn't so keen.
Hi, are you here for the meeting? Well, come on.
No! Some call me the Dark One, others the Lord of Death. To most, I am Dracula.
Okay, obviously we're dealing with a little bit more than just narcissism here.
He sounds like he makes a really good Dracula, does he?
He's just superb, and I thought this was a lot of fun, sort of in the realm of Shaun of the Dead, maybe a bit grisly for sort of mainstream audiences, because there is a lot of blood, as you might expect from a Dracula movie. However, Nicolas Cage is exactly what you want. Over the top, very silly, very hilarious. There's an early part where they kind of put him into the old Bela Lugosi Dracula movies, the old black and white Universal horror movies, and that's just hilarious to watch. Nicholas Hoult plays Renfield, and he's also very good. Just a very funny, irreverent take on the Dracula myth, and something that I think is just a lot of fun amidst all the kind of maybe slightly heavier blockbusters that are still to come in the summer.
Nicholas Hoult, about a boy, Nicholas Hoult, same actor.
Yes, wow. He's all grown up now, not so much about a boy anymore, but a very talented comedy actor. He made a very similar film back in 2014, I think, Warm Bodies, which was sort of a zombie comedy, and it's along the same lines if you've seen that film, but very good here.
It's Renfield, and it's on in cinemas across Coventry and Warwickshire as from tomorrow. From the best of cinema to the best of watching at home, what have you got for us here, Victoria?
We've got Blade Runner 2049 on iPlayer now. It's a sequel to the classic Blade Runner, where Ryan Gosling plays an android replicant in search of the original Blade Runner, played by Harrison Ford.
You're a cop. I had your job once.
Things were simpler then.
What do you want?
I want to ask you some questions. What happened?
I covered my tracks, scrambled the records. We were being hunted.
By who?
The original Blade Runner, of course, seen as a bit of a classic, a very groundbreaking dystopian backdrop to it all. A lot of criticism of the fact that this remake was even made, Victoria, wasn't it? Because people were like, don't touch it, don't go there. I don't know what you made of it.
Yes, absolutely. It was, I suppose, a little controversial in the same way that maybe the new Indiana Jones has brought those kind of headlines. Again, Harrison Ford coming back to a classic character. But in my opinion, I really like this film. One of the few kind of delayed sequels, one of those movies where they come back years later that really lives up to what the original did. Just a very imaginative sci-fi detective story. I think Ryan Gosling is perfect, bringing something new into that world. And of course, always good to see Harrison Ford, one of his most iconic roles. A must-see for me. I really like the rich storytelling in a very kind of film noir aspect to it. And a very good accompaniment to a classic film.
Blade Runner 2049 on the BBC iPlayer now. Something to be watching at home. What about as a family, all getting together at the weekend over the Easter holidays? Victoria, what are we gone for here?
My family classic this week is Frozen on Disney Plus now. It's it's an absolute classic about a princess who goes in search of her sister who has the power to turn things to ice.
Summer in the city of Arendelle. It couldn't be warmer. It couldn't be sunnier. But that's about to change. Forever.
Arendelle.
It's completely frozen.
Cold, 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 cold.
So many classic bits out of this, aren't there? Wherever you turn, whether it's the songs, whether it's some of the script lines about going to build a snowman, it ticks the boxes.
Absolutely. I mean, what can you say about it? It was a worldwide hit when it came out 10 years ago this year, and continues to be beloved to this day. Great songs, wonderful story. It's been in cinemas on and off over the years with sing-along versions. There's a stage musical developed, but there's nothing like the original for me. And I think if you're one of the few remaining people whose kids haven't seen it, now's a great time. I know it's my niece's birthday next week, and she basically lives in her Princess Elsa costume, and she wasn't even born when the film came out. She's about to be 4, so that's the kind of sort of generational impact it has still to this day.
I'm smiling from ear to ear at the thought of that, Victoria, and the thought that someone who wasn't even born when it came out is so engrossed in it and lives every breath by it. It's what cinema's all about, isn't it, really? Fantastic. Victoria, appreciate it, as ever. 3 great recommendations. Thanks very much.
Thank you.
Stratford-upon-Avon movie critic Victoria Luxford, and Frozen, by the way, on Disney Plus now. Bringing up to date on...